Hey everyone, it's James from Marketing for Restaurants, and welcome to episode 71 of Secret Sauce, the Restaurant Marketing Podcast, day 4 of the 7-day Restaurant Marketing Challenge. Update your website. Hey everyone, welcome back. So yesterday, hopefully you've posted something on Facebook. Really looking forward to seeing them and just sort of seeing what the reaction is that you get from your audience. Now, today we're going to do something that I've got to tell you, this is probably the hardest day of the 7-day challenge. So if you can do this, then you're over the hump. You've done the hardest bit of what we're going to be talking about today, I think. What we want to do is we want to update your website. Now, unless you've just had a new website, and even then there's probably a link that needs to be updated with it. We want to go through, and this is not about updating your website. It's about you getting the power and the control to be able to update your website. What we find is that probably 9 out of 10 restaurants don't actually have access to their own website. I think that is absolutely crazy. You need to be able to make changes, and that's for a number of reasons. You might have a public holiday coming up. Now, are you open or are you closed? People will want to know that. People will go to your website looking for that. And if you don't want to be ringing up your web developer and saying, oh, in 2 weeks, we've got a public holiday coming up, can you please tell everyone that we're closed for that day? And then we all know how this works. 2 days after the public holiday, the web developer will make that change and then he'll send you an invoice for it. This is crazy. You want to be able to do it, put it on the front page. Hey everyone, we're closed for the next public holiday. We're really looking forward to seeing you the day after. Or you might be open and you want to tell people that, because the problem that you get is that you'll have people who turn up thinking that you're open and you're not, and that creates a negative impression for the customer. Or they're not sure and so they don't turn up. So you want to say, yes, we're open or we're closed. Check your contact details. Check your menu. When was the last time you put your prices up? And I have heard from many a restaurant who has said, oh, we haven't put our prices up in a while. We need to get in touch with our web developer and get him to update it. That is madness. Particularly, your costs will be going up for your inputs. Your staff will be getting pay rises. The cost of ingredients are going up. Electricity is going up. All of these things are going up. You don't want to have something like being able to get your web developer to update the website as being a reason that you're not going to put your prices up. This is something that you really need to fundamentally get control of. Now, what other things would there be in there that you want to put in there? Your About Us story, does that really tell what is unique about you? Because a lot of the time it doesn't. It will say we're the local Indian restaurant. It doesn't tell anything about how your approach to Indian food is different, what your background is, what region you're from, the spices that you use. Your website is a salesperson. You need to give it the tools to be able to sell. And part of that is your unique story. And the other one is the images of your food. Now, it can be difficult putting images up. So you may or may not want to play with this. If you're using something like WordPress, then it is usually fairly easy to be able to play with. Have you got the best food images there? I often talk about the niches that people target. And we'll talk about niches in a second. That will do the marketing for your website. The images of the food will close the sale though. So if you talk about niches, you'll get the people coming to the website. You've got to show them something that makes them go, holy cow, that looks amazing. I'm really going to go to this restaurant because the food there looks amazing. So have a look at the photos you've taken. You may want to take a photo. You put the photo that you took of the item on day 3 of the challenge. You might want to put that in there. What niches do you target? So do you have a gluten-free menu? And if you do, are you looking to attract gluten-free customers? If you do, then you should probably have a page. And in WordPress, it's actually quite easy to create a new page. You just create a new page and then put it into the menu. From there, you're then able to have a page that talks about gluten-free. And, we've talked about it before. I've been cooking gluten-free for bloody blah years because my best friend's dog has got celiac disease. This is the opportunity to put that in. And you can put 200 or 300 or 400 words. And by the time you sort of flesh out that story, you want to have words like celiac. You want to build that emotional connection with the customer. So I know how difficult it is going to a gluten-free or trying to find a gluten-free restaurant and having to settle for boring gluten-free recipes, which is why our celiac-friendly menu has got the following items on it. And you might put a photo in of your, 2 or 3 of your signature gluten-free dishes. This is niche marketing at its best. And why I want you to be able to update your website is because if you update it, then the next time you're thinking about a niche that you can target, you'll be able to execute on that. So you might want to create a special event around a local event that's going on. So there might be the local sports team have got something going on, or there might be a convention. You're going to want to try and grab SEO traffic from people who are around there, or people who are looking in the area and going, oh, wow, these guys have got a special event coming up. You're going to be able to do this really easily. If you're waiting to go back and forward with your web developer, it's going to take you too long. Some of these things are actually quite easy to do. So I'm not a developer. I don't understand any of that sort of stuff. But I know that with using WordPress and by using Yoast, I can put the pages up, I can put the images in there, and not only that, using Yoast, which is a plugin that we use in all of the websites that we do, I can do the search engine optimization on it as well. So I can think, I want to target these keywords, and Yoast basically is follow the bouncing ball. This is what you need to do to target those keywords. Now, while you're at it, we'll include some more resources for you to be able to check a few of the things that you want to be doing with your website. You need to make sure that it's got the Facebook pixel in there, and that this is used for retargeting. And it's a really good way of people who've been to the restaurant, but you haven't got their contact details. You can actually target to them if they've been to your website. And we see that working really, really well. It's a little bit tricky to put it in to your website, but we'll show you a way that you can check to see if it's there. You want to look at how quick your website is, because Google is all about providing people with information very, very quickly, because the average mobile user will only hang around for like 3 or 4 seconds. And if they're not starting to see information, then they're probably going to go somewhere else. So you want to be looking at the page speed, and we'll include a resource for that. Lastly, is your website mobile optimized? There are still restaurants out there who have got a website that does not work on a mobile phone. Got to tell you, nearly well over 50% of people are using a mobile phone to access information on your website. And the interesting thing is that these people really spike around sort of dinner time. This is when they're making a buying decision. So someone is looking for somewhere to eat. They're looking. And if you don't have a mobile optimized website, then they're looking on a mobile phone and they're going, you know what, this is really hard. I'm probably just going to go and find another restaurant. There's plenty in the area. I'll find somewhere where I can find something that I want at the price point that I want, that give me the experience that I want. I'm going to go there, not to this place, because I don't know what they do and it's too hard trying to view it on my mobile phone. So that's about it. Hopefully you'll have a bit of fun editing your website, making it a little bit more presentable, helping your website to tell the story about what makes your restaurant unique and stand out from everyone else. That's about it. You have an outstanding day, and we will see you tomorrow for the next day of the 7-day Restaurant Marketing Challenge. Bye.
Want more customers for your restaurant, cafe or takeout? Every month, our marketing tools and information are used by thousands of restaurant owners just like you to help them find more customers and turn them into repeat customers. All of our tools and information is designed specifically for restaurant owners. We know you don't have a lot of time to spend marketing or learning complicated procedures, so our tools are quick and easy to use. If you're looking to increase your revenue and profits or want to work less hours, check out marketingforrestaurants.com.